Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Mary.
I'm Linda. Welcome to our Pinky Mouse Sisters in the Kitchen. And we have got a little bit of break from the heat. Not much, but we'll take whatever we can get.
It felt good when I walked out this morning. It was kind of cool.
Do you remember that year, Mary? It was in '98 that the first time we went to Arizona to work on the seatbelt study. It was me and you and Mama and Carla.
I remember, yes.
We left Kilgore Airport. It was 117 degrees.
It was hot.
People in Austin were dying where we were working.
I remember that.
We were supervisors, but we were still out in the heat, and people were dying from heat strokes that were working outside.
It was bad.
That was a very hot year. We got to Flagstaff. We stepped out on the plane. It was 58 degrees, and I felt like I had died and gone to heaven. I mean, I immediately fell in love with Flagstaff. Y'all have heard me tell that before. But this year, I haven't checked statistics, but I told Mike the other day, I'm likening this year to '98 because it has been extremely hot this year. Triple digits. I got in my car the other day after I left Sunday, and I know it was inside the car because the car it was 125 degrees in that car.
Wow. No wonder it's dangerous leaving kids in the car.
Anything, yes.
That's terrible.
So we really appreciate y'all joining us, and we are we grew up with fresh vegetables. We lived inside the city limits of Nacogdoches, but Pinky Paul farmed what they call truck patches. Some of you know what I'm talking about. And every year he rented just down a little bit from our house these, and I don't know how many acres it was. Charles and Edward probably would know.
It seemed like a lot.
Yeah, it seemed like a lot to us. He planted peas, butter beans, purple hull peas, cream peas, butter beans, okra, squash, watermelon, cantaloupe, potato. We planted potatoes behind the house because we planted a lot of stuff behind the house. But I picked peas. He gave me 50 cents a bushel to pick them.
I remember that.
And then we would work in the morning real early, and then we would come back and eat breakfast again. We ate breakfast twice.
Are you sure it wasn't 25 cents, Linda?
Maybe it was 50 cents for butter beans. Maybe he gave me 50 cents for butter beans and 25 cents for the peas. Butter beans are a lot harder to pick than peas are. Yeah. And then we'd sit out there, and he always had produce in front of his house to sell. People knew that. Right. They'd stop by and get watermelons or peas or beans, whatever he had. And we would sit on the porch and we'd shell peas and listen to Pinky Paul tell stories. Yeah. So those days hold some happy memories, but those days are gone. So I have picked peas at a pea patch since back in the 80s, but it's been a long time since I picked peas. I buy mine from a little produce stand on Highway 80 between Marshall and Longview, or between Hallsville and Longview. They're $12 a quart. It's 1.5 pounds, and that might sound high, but that's a good price. Yeah. And that's
my favorite. Is black-eyed? Purple.
It's all of ours. Yeah. It's Charles and Edwards and mine.
We eat a lot of them growing up.
And of course, if you have purple hull peas, you got to have cornbread. So I got a pan of cornbread in the oven. So what I did this morning, Mary, is I went ahead and cooked 2 quarts. I bought 3 quarts, but I left a quart out because a lot of our sweet friends and viewers, they know what purple hull peas are, but there's some that don't. Yeah. And I really wanted to get some that was in the hull. I tried to. I stopped at the little local side of the road produce stand. Theirs are not going to be ready for a couple of weeks, but they're pretty long peas, and they're fat. They're filled out real good. If they're
moist,
they're ready to pick. Yeah,
they're moist inside,
and they're purple, real purple.
You get
when you shell them, your hands are purple when you get through shelling them. But they didn't have any. They wasn't going to be ready for a couple of weeks, so we can't show you them in the hull. But I've washed these, and these were really clean. The pea sheller that shells these come from, I believe, Ben Wheeler, which is between here and Dallas.
Yeah, it's
past Tyler, isn't it?
Yeah, it's.
Anyway, that's where the tomatoes and these come from. So I'm just gonna pour them out on here and show y'all. And Aunt Faye our Aunt Faye. Hi, Aunt Faye and Aunt Laverne.
Hi, Aunt Faye, Aunt Laverne.
And
Aunt Lucy. I don't think Aunt Lucy gets to watch
I don't think she does either, but I'm going to get a wet paper towel just to wipe my hands off. But Aunt Faye picks through her peas to make sure there's not any bad spots or any wormholes in them.
Well, now, Linda, these correct me if I'm wrong, but you leave these on the vine until they dry, and you shake them, and it's like a rattler, like a baby rattler. When they get dry, those are black-eyed peas. Isn't this black-eyed peas when they get dry?
Mary, I may be wrong. I think they're different. I think black-eyed peas are different.
They taste different when they're dried, though. You leave these on the vine until they get completely.
They use them for seed. When they dry, they use them for seed. Yeah. But and you may be right. I'll have to Google it. I always thought they were two different peas, but you may be right. They may be, when they're dried, they may be black-eyed. I don't know.
Well, you can even pick them and spread them out. Pinkie Paw used to put toe sacks underneath the house and take that bushel of purple hull peas and spread them out, and they'll dry out. They'll dry out there too, so you can have them dry.
They're the same. They're cousins.
They're cousins. Okay.
I didn't think they were.
Well, I couldn't remember. I just seemed like that they were because they were dry and they do taste different.
Yeah, they do. You'll see that one right there. That's a bad one there that I'm gonna pick out. But I know Donna, our cousin Donna, always tells her Mama, Aunt Faye, can't you just skip that step? But she goes through. She probably goes through them a lot better than what I'm going through, and picks out any that.
The bad one. I'll show it.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Linda.
They're kind of dark. It's kind of like a bruise, you know?
Yeah, and I actually hadn't seen any with a wormhole yet.
Yeah, that's right. Sometimes they have a little wormhole in them. But those are pretty peas,
aren't
Linda.
they clean?
Mm-hmm.
These are. I don't mind at all paying $12 a piece. In fact, I'm going to get me some more just as soon as I get room in the freezer to put them.
That smell sure does bring back memories.
See, I picked up 3 or 4 out of this quart. That's not any good, and these are nice peas.
Yeah, they are.
And I'm gonna just put these in a bag and put them back in the refrigerator.
Okay.
Now I know that I've heard some of y'all say, because we started a discussion the other day when I created the event, I've heard some of y'all say you don't blanch them, you just put them straight in the freezer. I do blanch mine. Do you blanch yours?
Yes, I do.
When you put it, before you put them in the freezer.
And tell them what blanching is.
And if you want to know what blanching is, you need a big pot, and I use the 9-quart pot over there, and I use this colander here, which goes in the 9-quart pot. And I put the peas in here, and then put the water in the pot, and they'll start boiling. And you need them to come to a boil.
All you do is let them come to boil. You don't want to cook them.
No, you just let them come to a boil
and turn it off.
And then you need a dish pan or a big bowl. I use a dish pan, and you can't. Mine is a metal dish pan. You can't hardly even find them anymore. You probably can at country stores. But I have it filled with ice water, and I plunge them in ice water straight out of the hot water, and they need to cool completely before you put them in a freezer bag. And just like anything else you put in the freezer, you want to always get all the air out of the bag. Right. And then you put them in the freezer. Always date your stuff so you'll know exactly when you put it in the freezer, because you'd be surprised. You'll see something in there and, well, when did I put that in there? So you need to put the date on it. And then you take them out this winter, and you cook you a pot of peas, and it's going to taste like you just got them out of your garden. They are delicious. So I'll get a bag to put those in. Do you
want me to go ahead and put them in a bag, or?
I'm going to get a bag, and we're just going to pour them in a bag.
Oh, okay.
And then we're going to switch gears.
And now we're going to do something else. Now, did you want to show them now?
Let's show them.
After they've been done.
Let me show them the peas, and I'll put these in here.
Let me wash my hands again.
And the peas are done. And I'm going to try to do this without tearing this paper towel up. I'm a pretty big fan of Bounty paper towels. So, whoops, they are tearing. So, scratch that. It's wet, though. So, it's hard to keep a paper towel intact that's wet.
My favorite paper towels are Viva, but They're so hard to get off the roll, I've given up on them.
They do stick, and I used to use Viva exclusively, but this, as a rule, I like Bounty, and that's all I buy, unless I can't, like back when COVID first started and you couldn't get any. Now show them how to do that and fold the bag over to get the air out again. So we'll get this out of the way here, and then we're going to move on to something else fun.
All right, see,
Now, those aren't going straight in the freezer because they haven't been blanched. I'm just going to stick them in the refrigerator. So you can show them the peas, Mary, and show them how, now that's not hot now, but show them that top there.
This is another Pamper Chef item. This stops it from boiling over, and peas does boil over. So whenever it starts to come to a boil, the peas, it'll accumulate on this top moisture, and then it'll drop back down into the pan instead of boiling over. So that's what this is, and you have to always be careful when you take it off.
Yeah, you want to pull it off away from you so the steam doesn't hit you in the face.
See how pretty they are? Show them the juice in here. You got a lot of juice. That juice is what's good with cornbread.
Yep, you got to have that juice.
Oh, they smell so good, Linda. They smell so
Mary,
good.
when you see show them the bacon in there, and the bacon right here, this is cooked bacon. I did not put raw bacon in it. Now I know a lot of people do, but I like to cook mine first.
If you put your bacon in there raw, you're gonna have a lot of grease in here.
Yes,
but if you cook your bacon first, you'll still get some grease out of the bacon, but it won't be so much grease. So anyway, that's what we're having for lunch: peas and cornbread
and sliced tomatoes. And these are the tomatoes, and those I got them at the same fruit stand. And we are going to do something fun now. And there's 2 or 3 different things we're doing here. I bought these cupcake holders, what, a month or so ago?
Is that cupcake holders? You bake them in there?
They're cups, and I'll show you one that's not filled. Okay. Yes, I did bake them in there.
You baked them in it. Okay. Yeah, I have some cups.
I think I got them at Home Goods. They're like little cups. Some people use these to put nuts or something in a 4th of July party. But today's the last day before 4th of July, and so I'm kind of kin to my sister. So I wanted to make sure. Mike, could you get your phone? I wanted to make sure that I used these and didn't put them up until next year. So that's why I was determined I was going to do this.
I bought some just like that was Christmas ones, and forgot to even use them Christmas. I was going through my cabinet the other day. I said, oh, well, I'll use them this coming Christmas, hopefully.
So we're going to do 2 or 3 things here. And one thing we're going to do is we're going to put some buttercream on top. Mary's already got some in a bag with a piping tip on it.
You want me to get that?
Yes. And then we're going to, I'm going to roll some fondant, just a little bit of black, to make us a wick.
Are we going to need any more of this?
No, don't bring the bowl. Just bring that. I think that's going to be plenty, Mary. And I'm also going to roll a little bit of fondant and put a little cap on some of them. So we're going to do them all different. And we may need to move some of this around. I got to wash my hands again because I'm going to be handling.
So what?
So why don't you?
This is Linda's specialty, decorating cakes and cupcakes, and she's good at it. She can. If you got children or grandkids, this is just a fun thing to get together to do, and Linda's real good at that.
Okay, now you can show them this, and then I'm going to move it. We may dip one marshmallow.
Okay.
But I have dipped.
This is you put the red gel in this. Is this, or did you buy the red?
I bought
this is
Wilton
chocolate,
candy melts.
Yeah,
I bought Wilton candy, and I've got the package over here.
Okay, so this is just candy melts.
So this is what I used here, and you don't put nothing in it. You just melt that.
And that's what. And then you dipped marshmallows.
I dipped these marshmallows, and I dipped these early because now I oiled this, and I thought it would keep it from sticking. But let me get a little spatula here.
What it is, because I've done it with cakes before, it's these little wires. I mean, it just goes down in there.
Well, I thought that I'd done something to prevent that.
Well, that's
but
okay.
It didn't.
You'll get it done.
Okay, so this is going to be our little wick. And we're not going to decorate them all the same. And these marshmallows are a little bit different because they got a little surprise in them. So they're a little bit more...
They're a little bigger? Are they
they're
bigger?
a little sturdier than a regular marshmallow.
Oh, that's right.
Because they got a piece of chocolate in the middle of them.
You gonna show them how you get? Show them. We're gonna split one, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll move this tray. We'll just set those in a paper plate there, Mary.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna move this tray here. And we're not gonna dip anymore. We'll decorate the rest of them another way.
Okay.
So now I got to get that up down there.
Oh, here. I'll get it up.
I smell my cornbread.
Do you? Yeah, I do now too. Since you mentioned
just
it.
a little over a minute before I need to bump up the. You need a paper plate.
You cook Mary? I was just gonna put it in my hand. You cook your cornbread at what?
I cook it 20 minutes at 425, and then I bump it up to 450 and cook it another 5 minutes. Because I like mine really crispy.
Okay. I'm anxious to see how she's going to do this.
Okay. So, let's just we'll do one, and then you really don't even have to do any kind of decoration. You can actually do a smooth top on this. I just want something to and I didn't get that very. So this is like your wick, and then we're going to roll a little bit of the black fondant. The scissors over there, Mary, would you hand those to me?
Do you have your timer on?
Yes, I do.
Do I need to check the cornbread?
I'm gonna turn the oven up.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. You're gonna roll some chocolate fondant.
That's actually vanilla, but it's black.
It's black. I was supposed to say.
Yeah.
It don't look like vanilla to me. It's vanilla.
It's vanilla tasting, but it's black.
Okay.
And just a little word to the wise: if for you bakers that don't bake big time and you just bake a little bit, don't try to color your fondant. Buy it already colored. Believe me, it's so much easier. If you're baking big cakes and coloring something with fondant, I mean, I would even say to buy it colored, because once you put the gel color in white fondant, it's going to make it, well, you have to have, for a red or for a burgundy, for any bright colors, you have to have a lot of gel. And what does that do? That makes the fondant gummy. It makes it lose its consistency. So if you buy it already colored, you're going to thank me, believe me. You will definitely thank me. And I just want just a little bit of this. Just to show y'all. I'll have to
now when you put that back in Ziploc baggie, it won't dry out?
Yes, it will. I'm going to wrap it, but that's what
wrap it.
That's what I have.
You go ahead and do that, and I'll wrap it.
Okay, so anytime you're working with doing any kind of decorating, it takes a lot of tools. It takes a lot of tools, and it takes time and patience. So I'm just gonna,
and I guess that's why I don't mess with it much, is because of patience. I like to get it over with. You know, I think my mama was kind of that way.
Yeah, Mama was a no nonsense person. She didn't fool around with. She would like this, but she would think it was nonsense.
I don't know. I like pretty things, but I can't be rushed. That's my problem. Is when I'm doing something, I got to have plenty time to do it, because if I get rushed, I will mess it up, every time. And that's what happened to your birthday cake.
That birthday cake was delicious.
It tasted good, but it was not pretty.
I think, Mary, it's, you know, like you and Mama were so good, or are so good with flower arrangements and little bitty tiny things. Like I've seen her hands, and I can't even pick up little tiny beads. I've seen her thread a needle with beads. You'd almost need a magnifying glass to look at. She took her time doing that.
Well, I have to.
And you do too.
Yeah.
And see, I'm that way with the bacon.
Yeah. Everybody has their different
This is
strengths.
my interest.
Thank you, Linda.
It's just different. So I'm just going to kind of roll this.
So you roll that in little strips. Did you show them?
Yeah, I just rolled it out and cut it in little strips. Now a wick, if y'all done firecrackers before, y'all know that a wick, you know,
need a
doesn't.
toothpick or something to stick that in there?
I do. My cake tester. See if there's a cake tester in there, Mary.
Would it be in this top drawer? Oh, here it is. Yeah. This is not. This would be all right, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's fine. And I'm gonna just get this. Since Linda put the paper towel over there for us to wipe our hands with, I'll use it for this. This is silver dusting powder, or petal dust, or luster dust. It's called different things. Comes in little tubes. You can get this now at Walmart. You used to couldn't, but you can get it at Walmart or Hobby Lobby.
And that's your little tiny.
Yeah, that's my wick.
Fondant.
I just want this big enough to where this will fit down in it. I don't know if I got that big enough or not, but I thought it would be cute to look like it's, you know, looks like it's fixing to sparkle or something.
Yeah. That's cute. That's a great idea, Linda.
And I may just have to push that down in there.
Well, that's exactly what I'd do.
And that may be too big. These really should have set just a little bit.
The fondant.
Yeah. To do this. I think my hole needs to be a little bit bigger. And
what you need?
Well, I was going to dip this in the buttercream, but I think it's going to fall anyway. So if you're going to do this, make your little wicks and let them set for just a few minutes before
because they get dry.
Yeah,
they get dry,
so they can kind of dry just a little bit. Because that one's.
I'll check the cornbread. Hear the buzzard going off.
Get me a little bit of buttercream. That might help.
Well, I thought I turned it off. Press timer. All right, I'll press timer then. If I read. Okay, so you want me to go ahead and take it out?
Yeah, and I'll get a plate for you to turn it over on.
I tell you what, now that felt a little warm.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna use two.
Yeah,
yeah, it was warm. That just one.
Are you paranoid because of what happened to me?
Yes. Yeah, Linda picked up something with the hot pat. It was at my house, wasn't it?
Oh my goodness.
At the church. She picked
my
up something
goodness.
hot and burned her hand because it.
Oh my goodness.
It was something she's getting out of the oven for your party, and
no.
she picked up her hands were wet, and that got the pot holder damp, and when she picked up that thing out of the hot, it burned her hand.
I'm going to get a plate to turn that out on so it don't sweat.
Off the plates up here.
Yeah, and if you'll move that bowl of icing over and put a hot plate under the plate, Mary, and just turn that out.
Turn the oven off.
I know a lot of people leaves their cornbread in the skillet, but I don't.
I don't
take
either.
mine up.
I don't either, cause it. Well, where is your little? Is this? I guess I'll just get one of these.
Yeah, just whatever you can find there. I think I've got those others in yonder.
It'll make it sweat and make the cornbread
Yeah.
soft. Ooh, that looks good, don't it?
Yeah. It smells good.
Yes. Okay.
This is a little bit big for a wick, but we'll just do a couple
That's
of
cute.
them. And
So you need another one?
yeah. Because because we're going to decorate some of them a little bit different.
Okay. Are we going to do another firecracker, or do you need me to hand you something else?
We'll do one more.
Okay. Did you want me to do a firecracker while you do another one? Okay.
Yeah, you can.
Let me wash my hands again. I just got through picking that pot up.
So this is what I say all the time when you're decorating or something, you do stuff in steps. And if I had to roll these out earlier and had them kind of, you don't want them completely dry, but you want them to have a little time to dry, just a little bit, then it would have done better.
Well, you've already done 2.
Yeah, I have.
Do you want another one?
Yeah, just do one more. Just one more is fine. I'll just stick that under there, and then
is this? You want me to use this one?
Yeah. Please. And then I'm going to just roll a little bit of white fondant just to show y'all how you can do 2 or 3 different ways that you can decorate these in 2 or 3 different ways. I think it's pretty when you do a platter of cupcakes or something like this to let them be different, you know, instead of all being the same.
Yeah.
And you'd be surprised, even though the cupcakes are all alike, which these aren't. These actually have a little surprise in them, and some of them have one surprise and some have another one. But it's funny how people they'll pick out, oh, I want that one. You know, I want that one.
Right.
And they're basically the same cupcake, but they look different. I may have to have you move that plate over just a little bit. So no, you can put it there. I just need just a little bit more room here to roll. And this is a little small fondant roller. I have the big one, but this is just a small one.
Do you need this here?
I don't. No, I don't need that one here. Okay, so we're going to just, fondant needs something to attach to, so we're just going to we're going to smooth this out.
And of course you can use whatever color you wanted, but this is red, white, and blue, so you would want to use the.
It's for where's my little cutter here? So this is about the size of this. This is the second to smallest biscuit cutter. Yes.
Okay. I think that was not what I was looking for the other day. I had this. I wanted one a little bit smaller than that, but not as small as that other one.
Okay, we've got some stars over there, and there's some red stuff. You can.
Okay. Is this what you're talking
about? Yeah, but there's also some of the little paper stars there, Mary, right there in the little rubber band. Okay. Yeah, and these are you can just buy these anywhere. They're just Walmart stuff. You can do like a little star. And then if you want to do some little decorations around the edge, you can. You can do different colors. Probably should have a smaller tip than that. I'm not going to use that one. That one's too big.
That's cute like that. That'd be simple for little kids to do. Be real easy.
Now where are my little stars right here, there, Mary? So if y'all are looking for different things to decorate with and different cutters, and this is one thing that I've learned over the years.
Well, they're in there tight. Well, I'll just dump them all out. Sorry about that, Linda.
I'm going to let you put them back in.
I know. I knew he was going to say that.
There's a puzzle.
I know. I knew it would be.
I was kidding, Mary. I'll put it back in there. So this is red fondant here. And when you're looking for a cutter that used to, when I baked and sold my goods, somebody would ask for something without fail that I didn't have a cutter. And I've free-handed them before, but I'm not an artist like Mindy is. So most of the time I would try to find a cutter. Well, you try to find a cutter, and it may not be exactly the cutter you want. Do you know where these came from and what section I got these at?
No, where?
In Hobby Lobby, where they do the clay and the putty.
Okay.
There's all kinds of cutters. There's crosses, there's half moons, there's all kinds of cutters, and these are little miniatures. And this is where I got these at. So you can always get these. If you can't find what you want in the baking aisle in Hobby Lobby or Michael's, go to the clay part, where the crafts, where they have clay and stuff. And I'm going to cut these. And
oh, I think I got it back in there, Linda.
oh, Mary, you didn't have to do that.
Well, now I haven't got the star back in there yet, but I think I'm going to.
And then I'm going to let you, you see that dust there, that
Which
some
one?
of it is silver and some of it is blue. That, yeah. And the blue.
That's the blue, isn't it?
Yeah, and that little small brush there.
This one?
Yeah. This is galaxy dust, and this is so pretty.
That is pretty.
This came from Arlington. Remember when we stopped there at that cake place off of
It's been a while, because we ain't stopped there in a long time.
So this is called galaxy dust, and it's so pretty. This is pretty on the cakes where they do the mirror.
Okay.
And I'm going to just dump just a tiny bit out here because it doesn't take much.
So are you going to put red stars all around that, or are you going to rotate?
I don't have any blue.
Oh, fondant.
But I'm going to put.
I see what you mean.
I'm going to put that.
Well, you got the white there. You couldn't.
Yeah.
Dip it in there?
So what I was going to do is just do like a little star here.
Oh yeah, how smart, how clever.
And then do some of them in blue.
Okay.
It's just, and
Turn it around so we can see.
you can put them on the fondant too.
Got another star.
And I've got a little tiny spatula, and I didn't bring that in here to pick these up with.
That's what I needed to.
Oh, it's hot, Linda. You may need to open that door of that utility room. Give me some air. in
I'm
here.
not hot. Well, Linda, I can't get the blue to come off. What am I doing?
See how pretty?
Did you want to hear?
Yeah, just put it around there anywhere. I'm just.
I mean, it was cool, but it was for everybody else. But it was kind of cold for me.
The air, the oven's been on, so it makes it a lot
For you, yeah.
And if you want to know how to get fondant to stick on fondant, because this is this fondant it's dry or set. If you take just a little tiny bit of water and just barely dip it in it, then you can stick it on there and it will stay. And I wished I had some blue fondant, but I didn't. Of course, I didn't get blue fondant, so.
Well, they can, people, they can buy whatever it is that they're wanting, whatever color they're wanting. This is just what you're doing. Okay.
Okay, where's the blue at? We need some more blue.
Wasn't much. It wouldn't hardly come up, wouldn't hardly go on the brush.
Okay, so maybe we just need to just do this.
It would be cute to have a blue and a silver, just all three of the stars on that one. Would that be too much?
Probably not. And you can get kids, if you grandparents, you got your kids there for the 4th of July, just set up a little station.
Yeah, they would love that.
It doesn't have to be, sometimes I think we're just too particular about not wanting the kids to mess up or, get some butcher paper. If you don't, set it up in your somewhere where they got room. Right. Cover that table in butcher paper. Right. Remember how we used to do?
Yes, yes.
And just get them a little station and let them set up. You'd be surprised. You keep busy, kids busy for hours doing this.
Oh yeah.
Because we've done it before.
We let them set at the table and cover the whole table, and you can buy that clear plastic at the dollar store real cheap to cover the whole table.
Parchment paper. So, whoops, one of them came off. See, that's because it's not
sticking that fondant.
I started to.
Well, here, let's put one more on there, and then we'll.
Okay. And we're just going to do 3 or 4 more, a little bit different, just to show you that you can do them different ways.
See, isn't that pretty? Now that's basic. And the 3 stars on top might be a little much for the
I think it looks cute. Okay, and then you've got...
If you wanted these to stick on that fondant, you'd have to put a little bit of buttercream on it to make it
water,
stick.
Either one.
Water,
but you just don't want to get much.
Yeah.
Okay, let me move this out of the way.
Now, are you through with these? Or you got something else you're going to do?
We probably are going to move that in a minute, Mary, because we got to get us a bowl of peas and eat. But I just wanted to do 2 or 3 more things here, just to do a different one. So we're not.
Okay. You wanted this put up, the blue, the silver, or I'll just put it aside if you want it. You can get it.
I'm gonna get some of this here.
How did I come up with the extra lid?
This for this.
Oh. That's pretty. Little, just plain. I like that.
Some people don't like a lot of frosting, so you don't have to put a whole lot on here. Now, I did these cupcakes a little bit different than some cupcakes. You may wonder how I got this little rise on it. You know, some cupcakes are flat, and they're, you know what I'm talking about, Mary?
Yes, I do. You don't put enough batter in it.
Well, first of all, yes, you have to put more batter in your cupcake holders.
If you want that much.
But if you started out at 400 degrees,
okay,
and cook them for 5 minutes at 400 degrees, and then turn your oven down to 350 and finish cooking them. Okay. It will help the cupcakes rise fast.
Because they rise quicker when it's hot. It's hot. But
they
don't get done. You have to turn
you have to turn it down.
You have to turn it down. Did you need some more sparkles?
It don't matter. You can put some more on if you want to. If you don't, you don't have to, because we're fixing to move this. And I wanted to do enough to go under that cupcake holder, but I think we need to move on so we can get our peas over here. So
what do you want to do?
We'll just move all of this. And
oh, your little star. I didn't ever put the little star, but we got to wash it, so. Let me move it over here somewhere. We're gonna take the cornbread over there.
Yes, I'm gonna get this put up, and
I'll get her.
We'll cut one of the cupcakes and for those who see me putting this fondant back in here, you know, this is to play with. This is, you know, just for us. I'm not making anything to give to anybody, and we don't make to sell anymore. So don't fret about me putting that fondant back in there, because my hands have already been on it. Okay.
So all this, you want this moved?
Yeah, I'm gonna put the cupcakes under here, Mary.
Okay.
Which they're not all decorated, but I'm still gonna put them under here.
Okay.
And we'll just get this out of the way.
You want to put them all on here, or just the decorated ones?
Yeah, just put the decorated ones kind of in the middle. And I didn't use the cornstarch. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. If y'all are wondering what I had the cornstarch out for, if your fondant sticks, which this didn't, but if it sticks, you can use a little bit of cornstarch on it.
Okay. And
it will keep it from sticking to your mat.
Oh, there's another one left out.
Okay. Alrighty. Now this is a fondant mat. It's not a pastry mat, so it doesn't fold like our pastry mat does. So you have to roll fondant mats up. Okay.
Okay, you ready for
Those
the
look
cornbread?
pretty. And we'll finish decorating these, but we're gonna get some cornbread and slice of tomato. And Mary, do you want to just dip a bowl of peas out of here?
Yeah, let's just.
So the bowls are up there, and let me get
below there, below those. Yes, yes.
There's a ladle.
You let me put that in the sink.
I'm just going to leave it here for right now. Okay, we need butter over there.
Let me just.
There's a ladle there, Mary.
Yeah. Okay.
That you can get juice with it.
Yeah, I like the juice.
Okay. Wrap something to put some tomatoes on.
Get another bowl. Linda, you gonna need some, aren't you?
I got a bowl. I'll make you some in a minute.
Okay. Y'all gonna eat tomatoes, right? Slice tomato?
I won't eat but one.
Okay, then I'll slice the smaller one then.
Yeah, and Linda won't eat any. I got you out more soup than me, Linda.
Okay. After I cooked those peas, I bought some pork chops yesterday, and you know what I thought about doing?
What?
And they could do this. I know a lot of people put okra in peas. I don't particularly like boiled okra. Mama did, Daddy did. I like fried okra.
Me too.
But you know what you could actually do? You could cook pork chops in these peas.
Well, yeah.
They would be really, really good.
Yeah, that's pork. So, okay, all right.
Okay, so bring it over there, and let me get a slice.
Knife to slice
the tomato.
Cornbread.
And you got to have salt and pepper for the tomato. And I'm gonna just move over here to just get this sliced. So,
and the cornbread.
You need a knife.
Yours,
cut it any way
like
you want
a cake.
to. Cut it any way you want to.
Cake slices or. I'm just going to cut 3 slices. I don't want it to dry out. See the cornbread? Turn around this way. Isn't that good looking cornbread? Cornbread always makes a mess with the crumbles.
Yep.
I guess we needed a saucer under our bowl.
Well, I could have done that.
Okay.
We do need a saucer for our cornbread anyway. Yeah. We do. Sorry, I'm walking in front of the camera again. I know Linda's probably going to give me a lesson in for how to do.
Them fresh tomatoes are so good. My neighbor gave me some fresh vegetables out of her garden, and they were so good. The squash and the cucumbers and
are these
tomatoes.
Hot?
Is it?
They're not hot.
That's
I
okay.
heat mine in the microwave. I'm like Paul Lee. I like my food hot.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna taste them. Thank you, Jesus. They're so good.
So I'm going to heat mine just a pinch, and I'm going to show y'all how I eat mine.
Well, I'm going to show you how I eat mine too. I take this cornbread and put it in here. I don't put my crust in the cornbread because I like something crunchy to eat on. So I put my middle of my cornbread in here.
We're going to make it fancy so I can take your picture.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Well, it's already brown, but we'll try it.
Here. Oh.
No.
Okay.
I don't know if I got these quite hot enough or not, but So what I like to do is I put my cornbread in mine too, but I'll get me another piece of cornbread. But you know what I like, Mary?
What?
I love to soak a slice of tomato in cornbread. Do you?
No, I've
With
never done that.
the juice that runs out in it?
No, I'm not that crazy about tomato to begin with. I'm gonna get the thinnest slice because I'm not that crazy about tomatoes. I like them on bacon tomato sandwiches and on sandwiches, period. But as far as just eating that tomato, I'm not that crazy about. Oh, it's delicious.
We need a fork with the tomato. I'll get us a fork.
That's good. That's good. I definitely have to have salt and pepper on that tomato. I wouldn't even eat tomatoes at all when I was a kid. Wouldn't I take that back? I would eat it on a bacon tomato sandwich, the fresh ones. But if they weren't fresh out of the garden, I wouldn't eat a tomato.
We just were totally spoiled with eating fresh tomatoes, growing up eating fresh tomatoes. So if you want something really good, get you some fresh peas and some fresh sliced tomatoes. Brother Holland, Sister Jean, Pastor Jean Holland's dad, used to call these 1,000 good things.
Oh, really?
That's what he always said. We're fixing 1,000 good things today. And to me, you can't get any better eating than a bowl of purple whole peas, a slice of cornbread, and some good fresh garden tomatoes. So we hope that y'all have enjoyed our segment. Oh, yes. Let's cut one of them. So we need another knife to cut one and a saucer.
I'll get you one.
So y'all can see what's in the cupcake.
I'll just have to walk in front of the camera. That's a bowl.
There. And get one of the sharp knives, Mary. And let's cut the one with the marshmallow because I want to show them what's in the marshmallow. Now I never knew that they had, and we'll take the marshmallow off to cut it, I guess. I didn't know that they had these.
Let me move the cornbread so they can see.
Yeah. So I'm just going to cut this in half and show y'all what's in the middle. It's a chocolate kissy.
I've never bought any of the marshmallows with the candy inside.
And we're going to peel this off just because I want to cut this too. See, that's a high cupcake.
Yeah.
That's a high one. And this had the chocolate. That's a Rolo that's in there. Some of them,
you put that in there?
Yes, I put that in the batter.
Yeah.
And some of them have a cut lint. Am I saying it right? The lint candy. It's LINDT. Some of them have those in them. But
yeah,
I just thought
that's a little surprise
cupcake. Have a little surprise in there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we appreciate y'all tuning in with us, and we hope that y'all have a good day, and hope the weather is cooling off a little bit for today and give y'all a breather like it did us. So
we will be out and about Friday this week. So watch for our video. We should be on around 10 o'clock, somewhere up in there. I think we're going to be in Jefferson, aren't we? They are forecasting rain, but you know, with rain in the summertime, it's hit and miss. So it might come a little rainstorm and then clear up, or it might not rain until later that afternoon. Right. So the plan is to be live Friday morning while we're out and about. Right. So hope y'all stay cool, count your blessings, and thank you so much for watching us. And remember, starting next week, we haven't told about that.
Birthday. Today's my son Chuck's birthday.
Happy birthday, Chuck.
Happy birthday, Chuck.
We meant to mention this yesterday, and we didn't, but today's his birthday. He's 51, right?
He's 51, yes.
So happy birthday to Chuck, and y'all are going out to eat later on today?
Well, it may not be today because he's got some other things he's going to be doing.
He's already had a birthday party.
Yeah, and so we will probably go out to eat as a family tomorrow.
Okay.
Thursday or Friday. I'm not sure. It might be Friday. Okay, it was something else. Oh, yes, aprons. Yes, this is at the end of the month, so you can start some already have that's familiar with our system. For the June birthdays, they can text to the business phone 903-235-4804. Text if you've had a birthday in June. We have to have your address. So put your address whenever you put your name in there, put your address, because we drew last month and the person has never sent her address. And we don't know where to send it.
The time goes by so quick for us, and a month is gone, and because we don't have time to go back and say give us your address. So please, if we draw your name, or if you're
when you text your birthday, text your address,
send it in.
That's the best way to do it.
Yes, and that's what you said, Mary. I'm sorry that I changed it. But starting next week, it's the whole month of July. We're going to have surprises the whole month. We want everyone that can to watch live, and we know that everybody can't always watch live, but we're going to be drawing names from the people that are watching live, correct?
That is correct.
So each week we're going to have some giveaways. Tell your friends about us. Tell your church friends about us.
Share us with your friends.
If somebody has, it's been a while since they watched us, tell them, July's our anniversary month. We've been doing this for 2 years. The videos, we've been baking for a lot longer, but we've been doing the videos live for 2 years. So if you want to get in on some of the surprises, be sure to be watching us.
Right. Okay, we love y'all.
Bye.
Thank y'all.
Count your blessings.
Bye-bye.